Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. It's evening now. You can tell it's 10:20 at night. So we're getting to the point now where I think, it's going to be raining or will be raining. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep so that hopefully we get some better weather. So let's see. Let's see if we can do that. Sleep for 8 hours. Alright, so we are up. It is daytime. So other than some clouds, oh, this looks awful. Yeah, I was hoping to do something that I could take a good distance. Like, let's see. Because, yeah, this is the one we had. Let's see. Yeah, this one's a little bit lighter. It might work. I mean, the good news is, I guess, it's 6 a.m. We theoretically have 3 hours. So, supposed to take 69 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and see if we can hold on to that one. But we know that's on B60, and that's here. So we'll just make sure it's the job we think it is. Steel billets, FH41, yep. FH41. So just like last time, I'm going to go ahead and do what I can to... Oh, nice. I'm going to do what I can to... Okay, I don't understand why I'm getting this kind of motion. Alright. So... at this point, everything's good. I wish I knew why I'm suddenly having that problem. Because it should... like, yeah, it's... because it's almost like it's tipping. And I don't think I've changed anything on my tipping. Alright, looks like we're full up there. Gonna get all set here. We're gonna move over. And we're gonna undo the handbrake here. And we're gonna back up a little bit. Again, we should be kind of slow. Alright. So, we'll get over there. Get up here. We'll see if this works any better. Really doesn't. So, if I grab that... come on. Alright, it's not working any different. So let me crouch down here. Get there. We'll get up here. Turn that on. Get those connected. Turn that on. And... just pop over here. Yeah. Seeing the wrong thing. There we go. Alright. So we're set there. We're going to go ahead and get in here. And part of what I want to do is, let's see, what kind of fees do we have? So we're going to want to... So I want to get a new license. So we're going to confirm. We're going to deposit our wallet. Confirm again. Then we're going to go to licenses. And we're going to get the dispatcher license. Okay. We're going to want to do that. Just make sure. Yep, it says dispatcher. We've deposited, and we'll confirm. And again, we don't have to carry it. But the benefit this gives us is on the map now, we can, we can set switches. So we know we need to, so again, we might, let's see. I go here. We're going to deliver it to D5I. So D5 inbound. But now if I do this, go to the route map, and now we are here, and we're going to go from the steel mill. So when we're going there, we want to go left. That one won't matter. But yeah, we should be able to get out of the steel mill there. And if we now go to station map, and again, go to the goods factory, D is here. We're going to be coming in here. So we're going to want to stay to the left there, because it's top to bottom. Go around here. We're going to stay to the left. Stay to the left, so we're all set on that space. Whoops. Just want to go here, and then we want to go to the right. Stay to the right, go through there on the loading, and actually, yeah, so anything that goes out, we have to set. Anything else, we don't need to worry about. So this is staying to the left, and these are, again, where they're coming together or converging. We're not concerned about that space. So here, right and right. Okay. And then in D, we're going to D5I, so we're going to be coming in from this direction, so we're going to go to the right. Also go to the right, and then here go to the left. And that should get us to D5I, which is where it says we want to go. So at this point, we're going to take this over here to the validator. We're going to pick this up, and we're going to head on over now and get going, because our timer has begun. Alright, it's not running again. Yeesh. Alright, get the brake. That down. I think we're all set. Just want to make sure somehow it didn't disconnect us. It did not. Alright. So we're good there. At this point now... Wait. How's the rain coming? Alright, well, it's light enough. I should be okay. I would think. What am I missing? What am I missing? Do I have the handbrake on? I do. And now that I think about it, I might have the handbrake on out there as well. So let's... Yep. Now that we're connected, we're going to want to get that down. That should help. Alright. So that's better. That's definitely better. So, we're going to want to get moving here. We'll get our... we'll get our lights... Oh, come on. Get our lights on there. Put our lights down here. And we should be good. So we're just going to get moving here. And so, because there is a little bit of a grade at one point. And so we had talked about, like, we have a 250 limit of a 2% grade. I don't necessarily want to be doing this in the rain. But we are. So... definitely gonna want to be, Alright. So now I wonder if some of this is like, as I'm moving my view, yeah, see, because if I don't move the mouse, it seems a little bit better. Maybe that's my issue. Alright, so I can go 60-ish here. But we're headed in this direction. And at this point, the grade should be pretty easy. Again, I don't want to go... am I going in where I think I'm going? Whoops. I think I need to go that way to go to the goods factory. Oh, you know what? I have a problem here. I'm not going where I think I'm going. So... I am not at all going where I think I am going, so this is not good. So... let's go here. Route map. So if I'm back here in the station... I was in Sawmill B, and I came out and I went there. Like, that's absolutely heading where I thought, but then let me go back, because maybe I needed to stay left. So let me go back to the route map. So that's that way, that's that way. Because, yeah, what I don't know is where I'm at here. So this is confusing as all get out. World map. So, yeah, we're going up here. Did I go... I'm wondering if I went to this little spur. I bet I did. So, at this point, let me... Alright, let me back up. Whoops, I'm not in. Now I understand what's going on. Alright, so now I'm going to want to pull this off. I'm going to want to go that way. And now we want to... Oh, great. So we're going to back out. So I think this is a little spur here. Ay, 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 ay. Well, this is how we cause a problem, that's for sure. The problem is I'm unfamiliar with the maps here, so I know nothing about what I'm doing. Now I obviously need to get past this switch. You know, and again, we're facing... So I suppose it might be a good time to take out my compass, just to be sure once I get back here. Alright, so it's a 0.3% grade there, thank goodness. Nothing too crazy. Alright. And now I want... change that. And we're going to want to put the brakes on here. Okay. So again, we don't want to blow our motor. Okay, and now if I go here, go to my compass, north is... This is where... Okay, so north is that way. So that is east. So again, if I go to the world map, like, yeah, north would... Right? I was never a good Boy Scout. So, my goodness, I hope I know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna assume I'm okay here, so we need to get going slow. Alright. Because at this point, like if I look, because my confusion, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of a turn there, but it's just... Because, yeah, north would be that way if I'm on that part. So in theory, I think we're good. And then we should be coming up on some things. So this is a downgrade of 1.2. That's what we're seeing there under the sign. Alright, so we're gonna increase this a little bit. Alright. Gonna say this better not be another switch already, because then we're really in the wrong place. And if I've done that, I'm never gonna make it. Alright, we're gonna back this off. Just not... It said we could go 80, so I just need to be ready. Right, so that's in theory 120. So again, if I pull out my compass, yeah, I mean, this looks right. Now if I go to the map, like, okay, we cross a river, and then we should basically cross another river, if I'm correct. So we basically go here and go, so it seems correct. So, I think I'm good. But definitely an interesting view. Now, how do I know what time it is? Because that's the thing, I don't know. Other than the clock in the station, I don't know that I have a timer. So we should be turning... Oops, alright, so it's 8. So we'll turn, we'll cross the river, and then we'll be going... Okay, so it's slowing down a bit here. I mean, it's definitely a longer distance than one would think, because it doesn't seem like it... Well, I mean, we gotta go a ways here. And yes, I know I can turn my wipers on, but I can see okay. It's not raining that hard. So, 45... Because that's the other thing. It's not like there's a distance here. Alright, so let's just make sure. 9, which we're fine. We're half the speed. Now, it is turning in the right direction. And then this should get us over the river, and then I assume we get going pretty well here. Just, I think some of these turns are gonna get a little much. But yeah, because we have all this weight, we're just moving right along. Because yeah, I wish it would like tell us where we were. Alright, what have we got here? 8. So it is slowing down. Okay, we're going back over the river. Oh no, this isn't the river yet. I thought it was. Maybe I should turn on my wipers, because I clearly can't tell what I'm seeing. Alright, that's a river next to us, yes, so... Just I feel good, I'm going in the right direction. Again, we had 69 minutes. Alright, so a nice big... solid... I assume we don't ever have to worry about are we overloading the bridge or something. I assume that just works the way it's supposed to. Alright, so... And then we go around a turn, and then relatively quickly we get to where we should have all of our things changed. So... we want to go left, so I'm just going to make sure... I'm sorry, right here. So I'm just going to make sure we're seeing things. Alright, we can go 6, and there is a Y here. Alright, so are we going the right way? Yes. Yep, that's the way we want. So that's good. So now we'll go here. Whoop. It's 5 going this way, so we don't wanna overspeed. And then this is the other one that gets us there, but we're not overspeeding. So if this was set differently, it doesn't matter. Alright, and at this point, I think that's our worst situation. So what I didn't see is... Alright, I'm just trying to slowly apply more power because we're obviously climbing. So, momentum is important. Alright. Temperature's okay because we've got our radiator in the right direction. You know, and then once we get to the goods factory, we've kind of got to go around. Okay, we're maintaining 30. So again, now we're There's a couple S-bends through here. I think this was like a 1.3 meter grade, so, or 1.3 degree grade, so it's not anything crazy. Oh boy. At least we hope it's not crazy. What's happening? I don't know why it's making that sound, but I'm worried if I go lower. I mean, I know we're getting close to yellow. It's like our electrics or something, I don't know. Alright, so I think I remember reading somewhere that the archway is the entrance to the goods factory, and I think once we're in a location, then it flattens out, but basically outside of places, it's not flat. So I just want to be careful that we're not going too fast, but I will want to cut down here. Alright, so 0.2 grade. Alright. And we're gonna have another junction. Now we gotta get the rest of the train through there, but yeah, if we start speeding up, we're gonna... I don't want to get through there. Alright, so now we should go through the center as long as everything is right. So this is B, and then we're gonna have C. So yes, this is B1L. So that all looks good, and as long as everything's set right. Okay, I don't want to go crazy fast, so yeah, we're staying straight through here. I hope I have it all set the way I want, because then we want to go around a loop. Alright, I better slow down here, because now I'm not sure. Alright, it does look like we're just... Oop. We want to slow down here. Okay, so that, I think, is where we're going from B to C. And this is nerve-wracking because, like I said, I've never gone through here. So I know nothing about this. Alright, so it's just a quick little turn around. Now the question is, are we gonna be okay coming in this way, or do I need to be turned? Alright, so... So I think now we're coming in, and then we're pulling in onto D5I. And yeah, I should be able to just go out the other side, so we should be alright with that. And so now it's just a question of when are we good there. think we're all good. But let's just run down there and make sure we're clear. Maybe not quite yet, so let's pull it forward a little bit more. Because the last thing I want is like, no, you're not good enough. So that would be very sad if that was the case. Alright, so we're there. Alright, we're gonna want to put our... Oh. I think we're okay if we do that. Because I think we just need to disconnect now. So let's see, if I go up here... Come on. A little bit out of sequence, but I think we're okay. Alright, so we're disconnected. And then where is the yeah, where's the building? Alright, so let me look here on the map. So I'm in the, whoops, I'm in the goods factory, and we're in D. D5I. So where do I turn in? Like, where's the building? So, I'm confused. Oops. So I would think it's here somewhere, right? Right. So I'm definitely at D5I, but where's, like, it's showing the building somewhere in the center or something, so let's see. At least it's not like a gigantic place, but this is not helpful. Is that it, where the big green thing is? That looks hopeful, yes. Okay. And let me just make sure, though, I guess. Because, yeah, I need to couple, haul, uncouple, and that's it. Okay. So, yes. Yep, station office. Good thing. So, I should be good here. Uh-oh. Oh boy. What did I do? Oh, handbrake must be applied. Stupid. I applied it to my... Alright. Alright, well, at least I feel better that I'm kind of in the right place. Alright. Alright. So I think the building on the map is kind of what we want. Alright, so now let's see. That looks better. Alright, we'll take that. And I assume we got, yep, we got the bonus. There we go. So if we now look at our wallet, we have 40,000. So that's pretty good. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, so that's the issue. Like, we're in the middle of this, which is not great. But yeah, if you've liked, or not, you know, whether you've liked or not, but if you're enjoying this, I'd said it again, you haven't liked or subscribed. That's what I'm really thinking of. If you haven't liked or subscribed, go ahead and please do so. Alright, so this job here, because you'll see, this is where we're at, D5I. We have to unload and store a train with steel billets. We have 27 minutes. We just have to shunt things. And, you know, so basically we're going to need to take that. We're going to have to go to B1 load and then come back to D1S. So let's just take a quick look at this. I think we might go ahead and try to do this here. So, if I pull up my map, so D1S, we're on D5I right now. So if I go here, we're here, we need to go to D1S. But we have to go back to B1L, which we went through to load. So if I pull out, basically, we're going to have, or if I go backwards, we're going to be facing this way when we're done. But we probably, well, let's see, if I go back to A, oops. So if I come out here, because right now my locomotive is there. So if I come out here, then go up this way and come in, the locomotive will still be on the same side, and then I can basically back it around the turn, or I can go out this way with, you know, it's facing, and then I've got the locomotive here, and then I come down here and then back it in, so that I guess I'm not stuck, because I've seen some people say that's not a good thing. Like when you're pulling in, it's one thing. So basically we would stay, because again, these are converging, so we'll just go through them, and that'll get us to B1L, but then I want to change it on the way back, because that would make sense and be the proper thing to do. So, based on that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that job. We're going to grab this, and we are going to run back to our train. And that's the loading platform right there. So that's literally where we're going. And that is us. So now we want to just make sure. Yep, GFSU61. So we're going to want to turn this off. Then we want to come here and reconnect everything. It's so tricky to, like, see things. There we go. Now we want to get those. Turn the air back on. And turn the air back on. Not quite sure. Again, something doesn't quite sound right. I'll want to turn this, get it loose again. Now we're going to set this that way. And we are, I think, then going to be good. We'll release our brakes. And we shall get moving. So again, 1BL, everything is good. We don't want to go beyond 30. It's also wet. So yeah, normally I don't know that I do a couple things, but this is a small enough job. And so basically what we're doing is we're handling the same train we did and kind of running it through its production stages. So we've brought it to a new location, the goods factory. Now we're going to unload the steel billets, and they're likely going to make something out of them. And then, you know, the question is, you know, what that would be, and is that a job we're interested in dealing with next time? Probably may not be. Alright, I'm going to go one more up on the throttle. We'll see how that works. Okay, I think we're going to turn up the wipers one more so they're kind of on regular. And again, this will take me right back out the way I came. So we will be good here. And see, so one is over there. It's on the other side. And we'll worry about what we can do. And again, having the dispatcher is a great thing. But what I'm trying to do is get as much cash as I can, because it'll just put us in a better position for other licenses and just to be able to do other things. Now, how fast am I going? Alright, we're just going 15. So we're already entering the turn here. Now what I do want to do is, we'll be fine there, but well yeah, we'll be going through to the loading dock. Well, let's just make sure, because I want to stay left here. Correct. Alright, so that'll go, you know, because we're going backwards, so... Okay, so it's 6 is the station map. I gotta hit the Alt key. Alright, so we're getting close to 20, and again, I think we go through C and B pretty quickly. You know, but again, like, someone else could have shunted this, or, I mean, this isn't like a multiplayer environment, it doesn't quite work that way, but... Alright, so this is C. And so these are... I don't know what kind of, I guess they're like, maybe passengers or something? I don't know, they're covered up. So now we're gonna lower this down. And again, if I bring this up, like we're going through C now. So yeah, we're going through 2, and then there's 1. And then basically we want to stop at the loading platform. And also get past these switches. Because, yeah, I think... Yeah, we want to go down that track, so I think we want to be back here enough. And that's the loading platform there. So... we'll now turn everything off. And we'll get ourselves a break. There's our loading dock right there, so obviously we don't want to go very far. And exit. Alright, so we'll go over here. And then we should unload. So there they go. So again, with the job, we've unload. I'm sorry, we pick up the cars on 5i. We unload them. And then we go uncouple everything on 1S. And that's it. So in here, delivered cars must be with at least one handbrake. And then, so you can cancel orders if you want, but obviously why would we do that, right? Right, so now we want to change this. We want to lower the, whoop, well, we don't want to lower it yet. So while we're looking around, so now what we need to do is figure out where we want to go. Again, we're going through B. Okay, we actually want to be in the A yard. And so when we leave, whoops, when we leave B, now we want to go to the right. And that will take me down here. Again, we're converging, converging, converging. So we'll go there, we want to pull through there, and then we're going to want to clear enough, and then we'll worry about the switches there. So that's what we're doing for now. So yes, now we lower this, and again, we're lighter, so that should change things a good bit here. I'm trying to remember, how do we... How do we go down? So here, we're going to go across. Because otherwise, once we cross that road, we're in the C yard. And then that's track 1 and 2. So at this point now we're going to deviate here. And again, we know the yard's not really that wide, so it's not going to take much. And then in theory, it's straight down. So, you know, we've got different, like, coaling stations and all that, I think. So if we're looking at these, you know, that's 2 and 3 there. 2S, 3S, we can see that in the A yard. So we know we're in the right place. Now we're passing whatever this thing is. I don't know if that's coal or what, but we don't need coal, so we don't care. And then at this point, we come through here, and again, it may flip the switch, but we're converging, and then we need to get past this switch, which is the far one there, and then, you know, basically wait at that point. So I have my throttle off. Yeah, I actually need that first switch there, so we need to go a good ways. I think again, yeah, we got some wheel slip. Okay. Confused. So now if I go back to my map, now, yeah, see that one's set to go to the right because we came out of there. We want to go to the left, and then we're going to D1S. We're going to verify that, but then here we want to go to the left, the left, the left. Okay, so that's that, and we're going to D1S. Yep, okay. So let me turn that. So now we're going to change our direction. We're going to undo our brakes, and we're going to turn on some movement. And again, now we should be heading into the D yard. Again, we don't want to go super fast, so I'll just turn that off now, and we'll probably maintain that speed again. Then we're going left. We're basically going left everywhere. Alright, maybe a little quicker here. So just, you know, it's a little confusing because obviously the tracks are not quite as straight as, you know, one would think normally. So I'm thinking the tanker's on 2. I don't know for sure. I hope it is, because otherwise we don't have a lot of room. But, you know, we'll see. Because at this point, maybe. Maybe it's not, but in theory they're gonna fit on here. Because, yeah, that's 302. We're clearly on the right track, but that looks like we're... So my confusion here... It's D1S. But yeah, I'm not... Like, I guess I can push those guys. D1S. That's what it says. Because I'm thinking I need to be past the sign. Is the confusing part that I have here. So I'm just gonna go slowly in case we hit that. And then we'll just be pushing those a bit more. But I'm thinking these need to be fully past the 1S sign. But I'm almost positive I'm pushing those. Okay, are we done rolling? I think we are. Alright. So we need to exit out of here. We're gonna need to put a handbrake on. So, I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna get down here. Come on. Yeah, if anybody has played this and knows why I'm getting that weird motion, because I wasn't in the beginning, so that's the confusing part, frankly. And I have, like, head bob turned off and all that. Right, so at this point, I think I just need to go turn this in. Again, back to where I was. Where's the building? There it is. But yeah, that should be the job. If I did it right, and I'm understanding my role now, I should be able to turn this in. I see green. There we go. Takes my money. I see 12,165. But yeah, so I did it in 16 minutes when I had 27. So a good thing there. No damage. All of that is good. So let's see. What have we got? So we don't have fragile. We don't have train length. We don't have concurrent orders. There's manual service, which supposedly is better, but I think that's only once we own things. Yeah, because see, I'm wondering now, see here. Logistical haul. See, but that's a long haul. So we need the long haul, and that's only gonna, wow, it's only 6,200, but we're hauling empty cars. But LH, I think, is long haul. Because we have freight haul. But yeah, there's not, like, terrifically expensive jobs here. I mean, because this one, like, it's like, do we take another... I don't know what we do next time. I'm going to have to research a little bit, because I'm not sure what my options are and what makes the most sense. See, the thing is that the tipping over here is what is just really weird. Like, why am I not just standing, and why am I doing weird stuff? But anyway, we're done here this time, and I'm having fun. It's definitely intriguing, but now, again, you know, the nice thing is on these maps, like, it looks like at least on this map it's telling you where we're at. So we're up here, so again, like, this long haul is going to where? To food factory in town, which is FF. It seemed that long, but... Oh, I think because going up there, it's like a loop to climb, which probably means there's a heck of a climb. Because I'd say the steel mill to that is further or close than GF to the other one, but could be really wrong. What's own? Oil well north. Yeah, I don't think we're in any way set for that, and also probably why we're not seeing a whole lot of jobs for that. But yeah, see, the logistics haul takes them back to the steel mill, like, we know how to do that. But like I said, I think we need the long haul, so let me see. If I go confirm, because I think if I go down, I think I've seen if I go to print instead of confirm, like, it'll tell me what that is. Oops. No, that's just long. So I wonder if logistical haul is something else. So let's look. Yeah, see, it should not be this screwy, and even if I switch to Alt, it does weird stuff, so... Is there a logistical haul? Ah, there it is. So logistical haul is that. Okay. Yes, that's the right... Grants you access to all orders. This order involves moving empty cars from to occupied. Oh, we get more time bonus. It doesn't change our insurance copay. Interesting, but it doesn't pay a lot. So that's the thing. Like, even with, like, if I did that one to Food Factory, even with the time bonus, I wouldn't barely get $10,000. I'm just not sure that that one makes a whole lot of sense right now. But I'm sure later it will. But I'll think about it. I'll see what I'm gonna do. And I will see you next time.